Welcome back, guys. This is question 2.75, and the statement it has is a random sample of 200 adults. Okay, so the total number of adults are 200 are classified below by sex and their level of education attained. Okay, so this is basically the table which basically corresponds with the sex of the 200 adults and their education level. If a person is picked at random from this group, find the probability that A, the person is a male, given that the person has a secondary education, and similarly part B here as well. But before going to discuss part A and part B here, let me have some probabilities here. So the total number of the male individuals here are 38 plus 28 plus 22. So this is 88. Okay, so the total number of male are 22. Okay, similarly the total number of female are 45 plus 50 is 95 plus 17 is that is 112. So let me use this color for it. So the total number of female are how much? These are, let me write it here. Okay, so let me use this color and write it here. So the total number of female are 100. Similarly, the probability of female on the basis of this number would be 112, which is the number of the female individual divided by the total number of individuals or total number of adults, which is 200. So therefore, I have to divide it over 200. So therefore, P of F is 112 divided by 200. Similarly, the probability of the male is how much? That would be, sorry, this is not 22 but 38 plus 28 plus 22 is how much? That is 82. So that is basically the 88. Okay, so this is basically, let me remove it and write it from, so it would be 88. Now in order to find the probability of the male, I have to write the number of male individuals divided by the total number of individuals, which are 200. So that would be 88 by 200. Okay. Similarly, on the basis of the education level, what we can do here is that here we will have different levels. So those can be elementary, secondary, and college education level. So let me write them here and choosing this color for the elementary education and adding them male and female together. 45 plus 38, that would be 83. So 83. Okay, and the probability of the elementary education, which would be probability of elementary education would be 83 divided by the 200. Okay, similarly, now using this red color for the secondary education and now adding 28 plus 70, and here we will get 78. Okay, and the probability of the secondary education here would be the 78 divided by 200. Okay, similarly for the college students, I have to add 22 with 17, and let me use this color for it. This is 22 17, so 22 and 17 is 39. So here the probability of the college education would be, that is P of C, that would be the 39 divided by 200. Okay. So we have found out different probabilities on the basis of this table, and you would also know that how to find out the probabilities of different elements. First of all, what we have done here is that in order to find the probability of the males, we have found out all the sum values here. Then for the female, I have summed all these values. Okay, these are the column wise values, and then divide them over the total number of adults. Similarly, for the education levels, what I have done, I have added all these values on the basis of these rows. Okay, here for the secondary this one, and for the college level this one. Okay. So those were what? Those were different levels which I have made use of here. Okay, so now in order to find the solution here, we have now different probabilities which we have found out. If a person is picked at random from this group, find the probability that A, the person is a male, given that the person has a secondary education. Okay, so in this part, this is part A, we have to find the probability that a person is male such that a person has a secondary education, so the education level is secondary. Okay, so by using the conditional probability, what we can write here is that we can write here the probability that a person is male and his education level is secondary divided by the probability that the education level is secondary. Okay, so now let us see that what is the probability, or what are basically the number of the males which has the education level equal to secondary. Do we know that? Yes, that is already known, and this is here given, and this is, we can see that this is the number of males who has the secondary education, which has been shown by this entry. So therefore this would be the number of the males who has the secondary education divided by the total number of male, or total number of adults, which are basically 200. Okay, so divided by the probability that the education is secondary. So how can we find it out? The education level which is secondary, let me use this color here, that can be found out by adding the secondary level row here. So this would be 28 plus 50, that is 78. Okay, so the 78 here, 78 divided by the total number of individuals, because I have to write or find the probability here. So I have to write here 200, these two will cancel out, and here I will get 28 divided by 78, or simplifying it, I will get 14 divided by, here it will be 39. Okay, so it will be what, 14 divided by 39, and that is basically the solution of part A here. So this is the solution of part A. Similarly, now solving part B, the person does not have a college degree, given that the person is a female. So what do I have to find out? I have to find out that the education level of a person does not have a college degree, while the sex is given, and that is female. Okay, so on the basis of the conditional probability, what do I have to write here? I have to write that the probability that the education is not college and the person is female divided by the probability that a person or adult is a female. Okay, so now looking at these values, do I know them, that what is the probability that the education level is not college degree while the person is a female? So let me see here that, so here I have to remove this column from it, and also I have to see that what is the probability that the person has what, the person is does not have a college degree while she is a female. So that is what, that would be here. Okay, so this is what we will have, in which the person or the adult is a female and he has or she has the elementary and secondary education. So that would be 45 plus 50, and writing it here 95 divided by 200, because the total number of adults here are 200, divided by the, what is the probability that a person is female? Did I know that? Yes, I have already found it out here. So writing it here 112 divided by 200. Okay, these two will cancel out, and here I will get 95 divided by 112, and that is the solution of part B, which I. Okay. So this is part A and this is part B of our question 2.75. So that's it for today, in which we have solved two tricky parts of a table, in which we had to find out the probabilities which are conditioned with some other probabilities. So that's it for today, and I will see you soon.